diversity in India is quite different from diversity that's taken up by advanced economies. I think you and I have been to schools where we've learned at least 3 languages. The medium of instruction, the second language, which is the language of the state, and probably the national language. So to that extent, diversity is embedded in our upbringing. But the diversity that India should look forward to in its workplace is not just linguistic diversity or, for that matter, religious or other regional diversities that we can experience. I think the diversity that India should really leapfrog to is intellectual diversity, the diversity that comes from different professions, the potential to merge a few. Like I've often thought that human resource development and quality management are mindset professions. And in my mind, there's always a chance that these two professions can merge and address both excellence as also the mindset required to meet future challenges, whether they be standardization of services or, for that matter, uplifting the potential through excellence in its mindset.
For someone who has worked for different companies, including Western multinational companies, I think diversity is taken as a very key initiative in the West. I don't think we have been able to do enough justice to diversity in our own country. And sometimes when we think of diversity, we are only thinking of diversity, what is called the narrow diversity, which means gender diversity, for instance. But actually diversity goes beyond gender. It is all about, sometimes we only employ engineers for a technical kind of a company. We need to bring in people who are even non-engineers, who can bring in a very different kind of a thinking. So I think we have a huge challenge there because we seem to be comfortable with what we have been doing all these years, and they're typically very homogeneous in nature. The workforce sometimes is very homogeneous in nature. If you want to extract the value of diversity, then we've got to begin to take risks. And at first, it may seem like the performance is dipping, but actually it's only the initial stages. And once diversity sets in, I believe it's a very good business, I would say, a business proposition to build in diversity in the workforce. It makes good business sense, is what diversity is all about.